Hey guys, it's Chace Oliver here with TV24, and today I'm joined by a very special guest with us, Wes Allen, who is running for Secretary of State of the state of Alabama. And now, Wes, for our viewers who may not know much about you, tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of who you are.
Right. So thanks, Chase, for the opportunity to be here. So campaigning for Secretary of State, it's been fun. A little bit about myself, born and raised in Tuscaloosa, and I'm married now, going on 23 years to my lovely wife, Kay. I've got two children, Davis and Deanna. Davis is 20, playing baseball at Shelton State Community College, and Deanna is 18, and she's a high school senior, and she'll be going to the University of Alabama this fall. And so we live in Troy. That's our home, and we worship at First Baptist Church of Troy. And man, listen, we've enjoyed this campaign over the last 12 months, and we're looking forward to the next 10 days here for the campaign.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's really good to have, family men and family-oriented people in offices and kind of running our state. It's always a good thing for sure. Yeah, and now for Secretary of State, again, some people watching may not really know what is Secretary of State. So kind of tell us about the duties and the roles that hopefully you'll be, invested in once you get voted in.
Right. So Secretary of State is the chief elections official for our state. So I'm a former probate judge in Pike County. I served for almost 10 years in that role down there in Pike County. And so as your listeners and viewers may know, the probate judge in every county is a chief elections official. I'm the only candidate in this race who has been a chief elections official and who has ran elections, who's done from beginning to end and everything in between. And so I want to take that local experience to the office of Secretary of State, because it's important we have strong, safe, secure, and transparent elections. And not only have I done it in the courthouse, I've done it in the State House too, because right now I currently serve as a state representative representing Pike and Dale County, where I've worked on legislation to further secure our elections. The first bill I passed was, sponsored and passed, was the bill to ban curbside voting, which was signed into law last year. And this year, sponsored and passed the bill that prohibited the private funding of administering our elections. Your viewers may remember the Zuckerberg money that flowed into these blue states and even to Alabama. There's various counties that came into Alabama and took that grant money. So we do not need private money purchasing our election machines, paying our salaries of our election officials, or purchasing our ballots. So very important legislation to further strengthen our elections here in Alabama, but also on the business administration side. That's one way the Secretary of State can be business friendly. If somebody goes out and wants to start a business, they usually go to an attorney, get their papers drawn up for an LLC or incorporation papers. Well, that attorney is going to be interfacing with the Office of Secretary of State quite frequently on that paperwork. And so that's one way the Secretary of State can be business friendly. I was business friendly in our probate office in Pike County because we're the caretakers of the records. So your deeds and mortgages, judgments and liens, and everything is filed in that office. And so when you've got title researchers and attorneys doing their research to make sure they're turning land, and that's where you first see economic development. And so, we've got that experience to step right in there and do a good job.
Well, that's definitely awesome to hear, and it sounds like there's a whole lot involved in it, but you have lots and tons of experience from other roles and different things you've done. So definitely a lot looking forward to it. Absolutely. And so again, you're running for Secretary of State, but you're really involved with the local community, and that's one thing at TV24 we're big on, is local matters in the local community. And I know you mentioned your time at JSU, and around here, the name Rudy Abbott, that's a big name in this area, especially for JSU fans. So can you kind of tell us a little bit about how Rudy Abbott influenced you and kind of all the things you've been involved with Rudy in the past?
Yeah, so JSU offered me a scholarship to play baseball. I remember it was 1994, and I was playing an American Legion baseball tournament. Skipper Jones came up to recruit me. And so I met Skipper and, of course, met Coach Abbott. But went to play baseball for Coach Abbott and Skipper at JSU. Great times, loved it. Listen, Rudy Abbott made an impact in his community, and that's what it's all about. Not only on that team, but also in his community. And he left a legacy for this community here. And, that'll never be forgotten, the legacy that he's left. But he taught me about, endurance, perseverance, discipline, doing things the right way every time. And so I appreciate that so much about Coach Abbott, and was able to have a lot of good times, a lot of big wins with Coach Abbott playing baseball. I was an outfielder for him, and we enjoyed that time with him. And just condolences to his family and the community and the loss of Coach Abbott. He'll be missed.
Yeah, he definitely will. And again, you're big on the local community, and Rudy Abbott was huge in this local community. So we appreciate that involvement for sure. And, you know, speaking of local matters, I hear you've been traveling all around the state of Alabama in your pickup truck. So kind of tell us where you've been, where you're going, and what's next for you.
Well, listen, we started this campaign last May the 7th, 2021, when we announced that we would kick off our campaign. And we have traveled, man, just everywhere in the state you could possibly imagine. And we've enjoyed it, getting to know the people and going to ask for their votes and telling them why we're the most qualified candidate for to be the next Republican Secretary of State. And you know, we get to go to all kinds of communities. We see the strength of our state is built through these local communities and small business. And we're just trying to go meet everybody that we can and ask them for their vote. But we've put, my goodness, about 70,000 miles on my truck in over a year, just over a year. So, you know, listen, it's been fun, and I've got to meet a lot of great people. We've got a great state, and I'm so blessed and honored to be able to just campaign for this role. And listen, we're just a few days out of the primary coming up on May the 24th.
Yeah, just a few days, a week now or so away? Yeah.
10 days.
My goodness, less than 2 weeks. So guys, make sure if you're watching us, go out on the 24th, go vote for all these officials. And guys like Wes here, you know, these are the guys and the girls that are going to help Alabama succeed and just go on and be successful in the future and just grow our economy, our community, and all that good stuff. So, Wes, I appreciate you being here. And again, May 24th, vote for Wes for Secretary of State. And other than that, anything else you want to put in here, Wes?
Sure. Just thanks again for the opportunity, Chase. But, you know, listen, I believe in election day, not election month. We're not going to have drop boxes. We're not going to have mass mail out of ballots. We're not going to have any voting machine is going to be connected to the internet. Never. The liberals are not going to stop to try to impact they want to do away with photo identification. Not on my watch. And so I'm the last person the liberals want to see in this office. And so we're going to protect our elections because I've got the experience in it. And so I'm just asking for your viewers' vote on May the 24th, and really appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you being here. And again, that's May 24th. Vote for Wes Allen, Secretary of State.